There's a great opportunity, a great game being put on with this historic opportunity, being the Global Classico. Moving on to the field on how these teams are going to play. The Rams have to come out and still be aggressive on offense like they were last year. A very balanced offensive attack. Dalton Dale.
Coach Prudhomme says he's a lot like Johnny Manziel, tries to do too much, but he needs to do the finer points better. And as we said, he's in that neck-to-neck competition with Carson Rogers as the Red Wolves come now onto the beautiful new turf here in Fort Worth, carrying their flags from their home country of Mexico, 20 hours away by bus, 1,000 miles away. They'll be clad in their white uniforms with their red tops and their red lettering. The Rams in their
Mexicanos al grito de guerra, el acero apresta y el bribón, y retiembla en sus centros la tierra, al sonoro rugir del galeón. ¡Viva México!
Fort Worth. Three receivers near side, one to the far side. The back to the right is Ty Williams, and he goes out to the 39-yard line where he's brought down by the front line. Of the Red Wolves, and a pickup of 4. It's second. Board saying 2nd and 2. It's a real long 2. There's a handoff and stiff arming and getting the first down and plenty into Red Wolves territory with the pickup. And the tackle made by Torres on defense. Querétaro is the name of the county where the Red Wolves have their campus. Under a minute to play now. Dalton, little swing pass out to the left side. It's complete there to Billy Sanford. Sanford breaking tackles left and right, and then he takes a header at the 29-yard line.
P.J. Williams on a legal block.
3 receivers left. P.J. Williams near side. 3rd and a bundle. They have to get to the 39. 3rd and 17. Dale drops. Dale looks, Dale fires, and miraculous grab at the 20 and then getting down at the 8-yard line was the aforementioned Charlie Simmons. Nice coverage by Torres, his strong safety, but what a beautiful grab with 7 seconds left.
That's just a
parts. Carson inside handoff. Coming right, another move right up to 45, eluding the tackle. Second tackle is Caesar, and Caesar goes into Red Wolves territory at the 49-yard line. He's grabbed by a couple guys. All right, when was the last time you saw that? Carson Rogers under center. Second man through. The eye of the power formation goes out to the 28-yard line. David West on the carry is dropped by Jose Torres.
It's fullback's Jeremy Tarr.
And pick up the first down by you at the 49-yard line. Inside handoff, that quick opening hole by the offensive line. I don't know if they've changed out anybody. Tackle made by Torres again. He's making a lot of the tackles in the middle there because they're attacking that middle portion. And Torres, a strong safety, coming around. Defense. So it's 1st and 10 at the 35. In the power eye and straight up the middle. And rolled off his feet and fumbling. Did it come loose though before it hit the ground? Looks like it was out. Red Wolves might have gotten a fumble recovery. They're saying they did recover, so they forced a fumble. And it's recovered by Aguilar. on a 1st and 10. Rogers hand off, quick opening hole, and juking and jiving, spinning, and finally going down inside the 25-yard line. Nice run. Boy, he's got some good moves, does Billy Sanford. Kobe, the third quarterback to get snaps today. Fake to Sanford, and he runs quick. Boy, he's like one of those scat backs out of their backfield, and Kobe goes down to the 25-yard line. He's dropped by Torres, called Torres. Number a lot, free strong safety a lot in that first half. And then Dale is there too, to the right of Rogers. Fake handoff, Presler with a nice run down to the 28-yard line, and nice gainer. Just finally stopped by Torres. If I have to give a defensive player of the game, probably be to Alberto Torres. He made almost virtually every stop, although they didn't make a lot of tackles in that first half, especially that first quarter. They're just running through guys on long runs.
It took the Red Wolves a little bit of time to get adjusted to size and speed. I'm not saying they mastered it, but they started figuring out a little bit as the game went on.
There's out the gun over the middle. Oh, incomplete at the 10-yard line. Had it there, might have been just a little too high. The second half, guys under center, going to Lies after handing off, before the handoff, going down at the 36-yard line. It was David West, and he's taken off his feet by Torres again. That's what yeah. And a handoff straight up the middle. Let's see if he's going to do MVP and D and offense. I think we mentioned his name as a possibility.
Yeah, the no shock on defense. The defensive guy been calling out all night for the Red Wolves.
And Torres with another stop. I think you have to give it to him for defense. For the Red Wolves. And offense, yeah. Really the whole team, because they made the 1,000-mile trip, the new program, the only American university in Mexico. So, my hat's off to the Red Wolves for coming here and being part of the World Classico, which has just ended here at Rams of Texas Wesleyan. They came out of the chute quickly. If you want to do a quick recap, Brendan Snow, of the scoring, then we'll talk about the players of the game.
Well, like I said, the Rams didn't really waste any time getting after it. 10:58 in the first quarter. Dalton Dale hits up P.J. Williams for a 10-yard touchdown. And then a few minutes later, the 7:36 mark, Ernest Caesar breaks one for a 55-yard score, makes it 13-0 or 14-0. Then came the LaFrance interception off of Lieste, a 23-yard pick six. And that extra point was good, made it 21-0. And soon after that, only 35 seconds later, the 5:12 mark, Lieste's punt was blocked by Jabari Sanders. He took it in for the score, making it 27-0. Starting the second quarter, 10 seconds into it, 14:50 mark, Dalton Dale finds Jason Price for a 19-yard score. The 4:15 mark, just 35 seconds later, Nick David West, a 28-yard touchdown run. And then at the 9:10 mark, another few minutes later, Ernest Caesar breaks another one for that 36-yard scamper. And then in the third quarter, we get a pair of Benitez field goals, 25 yards and 45 yards, to get us up to 54 points for the Rams, and again, 0 on the board for the Red Wolves.
Cool. And it was till 9:43 left in the third when the Redwoods
first down, not via penalty.
Yeah, and then they got a couple more after that. But how many total did they have? 3 first downs?
4.
4 first downs. Okay, not much offense, but hey, my hat's off to Coach Garduno and his staff, and for the school. down there in Mexico, just north of Mexico City, Arkansas State campus, Querétaro. The Red Wolves in their second season, they won 2 games last year. They only had 50 players on the football team, but come up here and drive 1,000 miles and get to see their idols, the Cowboys Stadium, and be participant in this historic event.
Just gotta love what they're doing, being the first American campus down there in Mexico. And again, I come from a Sun Belt school, so when I saw Arkansas State, I thought that was really cool. That school like Arkansas State is out there trying to expand and go a little more international with it.
Yeah, go global, and they did just that 2 years ago with the Arkansas State's Querétaro, Mexico Red Wolves, who get beat 51-0. Players of the game, first of all, for the visitors of Arkansas State's Mexico. We tip our hats and our halos to defensive back Alberto Madrigal Torres, or number 43, strong safety, $178 height, 84 weight. And we figured out one of those players, and I don't know, about 5'10", 5'11", 180 pounds or so.
Somewhere in that ballpark, and led the team in tackle with his 9. Yeah. You kept saying, you were saying his name a bunch. Yeah, he had 9. Next closest were a couple players with 5.
They did a forced fumble too by Aguilar, and they had 2 other forced fumbles, one by player of the game for the Rams, Ernie Caesar. Nice big day for Ernie as he picks up 112 yards on the ground, scores touchdowns of 55 and 36 yards. We're talking about Dale maybe. Dalton had good passing yards while he was in there, 6 out of 7, 2 TDs, 97 yards. And Rogers was in there, took a lot of snaps in the power eye. He was 2 out of 3 for 19 yards. Josu Preza, 0 for 2. He got some snaps, and before him it was Ruiz taking some snaps as well. He was 1 out of 1 for 15 yards. So the Rams celebrating in the north end zone. That's where they had the festivities before at the 2 groups. And they're talking about the game. I guess they have some players up there too, don't they? Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, the players didn't go to the locker room. They went to the stage.
Yeah.
Well, that's where they're showing.
And there's Ernie Caesar. Yeah, the MVP, Caesar and Torres. Good, okay. Not going to bring them up to us.
Muchas gracias, que tengan una excelente noche y gracias a todos.
Nos vemos en Querétaro el año que entra.